Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rabia. I am from University of Sialkot. Today my topic of discussion is emotional disturbance. In the very first slide, we have to know what is emotional disturbance. Emotional disturbance is a disturbance of our emotions such as anger, sadness. A person is unable to express properly or is unable to look forward that what he or she do. He or she not able to act properly according to the situation, whether she is happy or she is sad. This is a disorder in which the person is stopped by his emotion. He can't tell what he is facing. And this he become aggressive and emotionally weak for a long period of time. In the second slide, I have discussed what is emotional disturbance and an ability to learn which cannot be explained by intellectual, sensory, or healthy factors, and an ability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationships with peers and teachers. Inappropriate types of behavior or feelings under normal circumstances, a general perceived mood of unhappiness or depression, a tendency to develop physical symptoms or fear associated with personal or school problems. And all of these points are enough to explain what is emotional disturbance. And the very next slide, which is about the idea definition addresses. First of all, we have to know about what is idea. An idea is a law that was passed according to which we see that idea proves what kind of situation it is, and through that we explain or define such disturbances. This law was usually common before 90s and after 90s, but we can say that the idea is the main term which describes human emotions. Idea is an act which approves definition to disorder or disturbance. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act IDEA ensures that all children with disabilities are entitled to a free appropriate public education to meet their unique need and prepare them for further education, employment, and independent living. There are three domains of association of emotional disturbance: chronicity, severity, and difficulty in school. The very first chronicity is a situation in which the person is long time sick with emotional disturbance. And the second one is severity. This is a marked degree of disturbance. In this, people are unable to act properly. Third is difficulty in school. In this situation, student is unable to act cause of emotional disturbance. One can't act properly in school, and it affects focus, and it also affects educational performance. In the fourth and fifth slide, the behavioral disorder caused by emotional disorder is being discussed. Council for Children with Behavioral Disorders new definition applies to emotional or behavioral responses in school program, so different for appropriate age, culture, or ethics norms that the responses adversely affect educational performance, including academic, social, vocational, or personal skills. Most more than temporary expected responses to stressful events continuously inhabit in two different settings, unresponsive to direct interaction and general education, and due such disability that coexist with other disabilities, including genetic disorder, affective disorder, and anxiety disorder. Now we move on to our sixth slide. It is about characteristics externalizing, and here we discuss about it. First of all, characteristics. Externalizing journal non-compliant behavior does not follow directions within responsible amount of time. Arguing 10 times, fighting, rule breaking, dissipative, yes, all out, get out of seat, destroying property, lies, and steal. And second characteristics is internalizing very little social interaction, seldom plays with our children, extremely fearful without any reason, complaints of pain, sick, bout of depression, bouts of depression. Now let's move towards type of emotional disorder. There are some types. Type of anxiety, mood, and other emotional disorders. Generalized anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, phobias, selective mutism, obsessive, bipolar disorder, anorexia nervosa, etc. Now we can see more in my slides. In slide number 9, we will discuss that what are causes of emotional disturbance. So there are two factors. The first factor is biological factor, and other is here second point, genetic and temperament. Causes of biological factor: abnormal brain develop or brain injury. Genetics: disorder with the highest link to genetics is schizophrenia. Temperament: a personal behavior style or typical way of responding to situations. Now let's move towards slides. Our next slide. Now, in the last but not at least, we have environmental factor in here. We have 3 points. First of all, environmental factors: home, school, and community. Home, their relationship with parents during early years in critical to behavior. And school, usually identified with EBD in school. School can be a contributing factor. Community: gang membership, drugs, and alcohol use. Deviant behavior are part of antisocial behavior. At the end, while counseling the whole talk, wanna tell you that these factors affects the most of us, but we are not aware. Thank you so much. I have completed my topic. Thanks for listening. Jazakallah khair. Allah Hafiz.